So, guys, I want to quickly give you guys updates on what happened today in the court as Nnamdi Kanu appeared again for the continuation of his trial. So, the updates for today, showed that the judge, Justice Omoto Shaw, is showing sign that he really wants to handle this case fairly and as against so many beliefs before now. When he took up this case, some people were like, whoa, this man is a close friend to Wike and all that, if it's really going to be fair because of the bad name the Nigerian judiciary has brought upon itself. It is now being believed that all the judges are corrupt and they can just evade justice and just do whatever they want. But the way the justice acted today in court, he has been applauded. Now, he went ahead to reprimand the prosecution, that is the federal government lawyers and the DSS, those of them that want to testify against Nnamdi Kanu. Don't forget that when this case started, they had just 2 witnesses to present. But every day they keep adding witnesses, and the cases they've been bringing up, what the witnesses have been coming to testify, do not even make sense. People have been saying, is this what their testimony is all about? These witnesses, is this what you people are just keeping this man in detention for? So today, again, they came up with the excuses, but guess what? The judge, Justice Omoto Shaw, did not take it lightly with them. Honestly, I'm going to read out what the judge told them directly from the transcript. And it says, meanwhile, before the continuation of the cross-examination of the witness, the presiding judge, Justice Omoto Shaw, reminded the prosecution, saying, I will give you 6 days. And within these 6 days, you gather your witnesses. And if you don't deliver, I will close your case and move to the defense. The judge was so sad, was really angry, because these people, every time they come up with excuses, oh, the witness is not available, the witness is not ready, the witness is not there. There've been a whole lot of buzz, and they keep adjourning this case. So the judge was really so sad. The judge says, see, I'm not going to take this thing with you people again. Every time you keep giving excuses, gather your witnesses. We don't need to be hearing all these excuses again. Make sure your witnesses are ready. They are ready to testify. They are ready to take the cross-examination questions that are going to be coming up. No excuse again, because I've given you people enough. So he said, in the next 6 days, if you are not ready to gather your witnesses, I'm going to close this case. And you know what that means? Because the federal government that took Nnamdi Kanu to court. So if the judge should close the case against the federal government, that means Nnamdi Kanu has won. So the judge threatened them. Let me not use that word threaten, but warned them that, see, I'm not going to take this from you guys. And the judge continued and said, Justice Omoto Shaw continues, I put this case on accelerated hearing, and I have my reasons. I want this case closed as soon as possible. The defendant has been in detention for long. Soon the court will vacate, and the defendant will still be in detention. I will give you 6 days for you to call all your witnesses, whether they are 500 or more. Even if you have 1,000 witnesses, you must get all of them. No excuse. Because you people don't have human sympathy. This man has been in detention for this long time. And then this case, again, I've put it on an accelerated hearing so that we speed it up. We don't want to waste time. Let's follow the rule of law. If he is guilty, let's know. If he's not guilty, let's let him go. I want this thing to be done as fast as possible. But you people are delaying. This time I'm giving you 6 days. Whether your witnesses are 500 or they are more than that, I don't care. Make sure you get them ready for whenever they are called up in the court. And that was the reprimand coming from the justice. And honestly, this was when the tone of the whole session in the court changed. They knew that the judge wasn't playing, because the judge is also considering the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for long. What's the essence of every time adjournment, and there is no outcome? You come to court, nothing tangible will happen. You adjourn again to come back again, nothing tangible will happen. You adjourn again, just like recycling one case over and over. And the judge was like, no, I won't take it again. And he said, work within this time frame. The judge continued talking. As you are enjoying your vacation, remember someone is still in detention away from his family. I granted accelerated hearing, and it's 3 months already. This is not accelerated hearing, he concluded. He's saying that, see, it's 3 months I took up this case. 3 months, the former Justice Anyoko is off. Justice Omoto Shaw took over. just yesterday, it's already 3 months. And he's telling them that, see, it's already 3 months and we don't even have any tangible thing at hand because of all the ups and downs. The federal government is never coming to court prepared. Let me just use that language. They don't come to court prepared. They come to court just the casual way because they know that the judges are under their control. If they come and tell the judge, oh, judge, I forgot my transcript today in the house. I forgot my notes. The judge is okay. Let's adjourn it. And they'll come tomorrow again. Oh, I forgot to put on my tie or my wig. And then the judge is okay. Let's adjourn. They will just keep coming up with all kinds of things. There is never a day that they are fully ready. And that has been dragging this case up and down. But the judge just went raw, telling them that, see, I'm not going to take this again from you guys. It's either Nnamdi Kanu is either you bring your witnesses and we took on this case, or we are quitting this case. And that was what set the tone, differently today in court. And many people have been applauding, this justice, looking at the way the man is going in this case. People are like, oh, possibly this man really wants to handle this case fairly. So I'm going to play the videos that were played in court so that you can see it. Videos of Hope Uzodinma, videos of the DSS boss, videos of, and also, the retired General Danjuma, who called on self-defense, because that is what they are pointing at that Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast instigated people to, to make broadcasts or to go and buy people. Nnamdi Kanu made broadcasts that instigated people to go and start buying people, be it in Lagos, be it in the Southeast and other places. Now, the defense came and said, Nnamdi Kanu is not saying something no other person has said. People have even said more things worse than what Nnamdi Kanu said. Nnamdi Kanu was asking his people to defend themselves. Don't allow them to invade your land. Don't allow them to buy you. If they buy you, you buy them, something like that. So that was it. And then the judges, the lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu had to bring this video that I'm going to play for you guys to watch. I'm going to play the 3 videos that were played today in court so that you watch it and see what actually happened. Now take a look.
They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
So that was the retired General Danjuma speaking. Now take a look at what Hope Uzodinma recently said. This was also presented.
If anybody tells you that IPOB is the one killing people in Oluzon, it is not correct. Wicked politicians are sponsoring the killings in Olu. Last week in Oberuru, the APC ward chairman was killed in his house. The APC secretary was killed in his house. APC woman leader was killed in his house. I have cross-checked since the inception of this banditry. Not one PDP man has died.
So that was Hope Uzodinma saying that it's not IPOB. That is the problem in this case. It's not IPOB members. So these were some of the things that the clips that were played today in court that shows that Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers brought to tell the court, see, it is not what you think. Forget what they are telling you. This was actually what happened. Now, let me play the clip of the DSS boss. Don't forget that the witness is also from the DSS, although he was masked. But he is from the DSS, and this clip was played, and then later there was a cross-examination where the lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was asking him, whose voice is this? He said, it's my boss. It's my boss that said it. And he asked him if you agreed with what your boss said. He said, yes. Let me allow you to take a look at the video too.
Is that we should not make this another talk show. And that's why this is my intervention. That security starts from you. There's nothing that is new. 1870, something, I can't remember. the French Revolution in the street of Paris. They were beheading people. We've had hijack of plane. We'll forget quickly. We've had the wet year syndrome. We had so many. There's no Matasini and whatever. There will always be security problems. So when I hear people say this is security in Nigeria, as long as human beings exist, there will be security problems. The issue is the response. We have to take that mentality away. What is the security agencies doing? Who, apart from a tree, knows that they want to come and cut him and remain standing? Only a tree. We have to get the communities to rise and defend themselves first. And the time to start it is now. When you move out from here, I do that every day. I come from a village in Ijebu land, Ogun State, and I talk to my people. I know the level of armament they are entitled to. I know how they organize themselves in quarters. We have 4 quarters. I am using my expertise to guide them. You cannot wait for the military to come and do everything.
That is the DSS boss. This video was played in court today, showing where he was telling his people, see, you have to defend yourself. Don't wait for the federal government except you want to buy. Don't wait for the federal government. That was the DSS. So I'm going to play this video where a lady has put together all the transcript of what happened yesterday, today in court, just for you to know where the case is and what next the judge said he's going to be doing. Take a look at this.
Of 2025, and Nnamdi Kanu is in court today. He has arrived the court. But before we really talk about what is happening, I want you guys to just take a look at his entrance in court today before we really talk about what happened in court today. For so long. That's why he's saying that if they don't gather the witnesses they have within 6 days, that he's going to close this case, because for long now, defendant has not seen their family, and very, very soon the courts will go on vacation, and the courts cannot go on vacation and be keeping someone away in detention. That is what the Justice Omotosho was saying in court today. So let's also take a look at what next they recently said in court today. They said this was now when they started reading out the transcriptions of cross-examination of witness BBB. He said the defense said, has the defendant's international passport been in your custody? The witness said, I don't know. And the defense asked, has the defendant traveled abroad? The witness said, he told me he has been to many countries. And the defense said, was the broadcast you presented made in Nigeria? The witness said, I don't know. And the defense asked, is the name Biafra proscribed? The witness said, I don't know, but I know IPOP is proscribed. Then the letter of complaint from the AGF. Then the defense said, 5 to 6 years ago, did you obtain a statement from the defendant? And the witness said, I didn't get any statement and I didn't see any. And the defense asked, do you have a report of the investigation? The witness said, yes. And the defense asked, may we see it? The witness said, I don't have it. It is the government that has it. And the defense asked, you did not call the defendant investigation or statement, yet you are a witness. And the witness said, the investigation is immaterial. And the defense asked, did you make any video of any other person in line with this? And the witness said, I made investigation with some people. And the defense said, where is your report? The witness said, I don't have. Carrying arms from the video you presented. The witness said, I don't know. Arms can be concealed. And the defense asked, did you identify anyone? The witness said, I identified ESN, Eastern Security Network. And the defense said, how did you know? Did you confirm their identity? And he said no. Just take a look at what the witness was saying. All the whole questions that he was asked in today's cross-examination, he has been saying he doesn't know, he doesn't know. Now they asked him, that the defense 5 to 6 years ago, did you obtain a statement from the defendant? He said he didn't get any statement. And they asked him, do you have a report of the investigation? He said yes. They now asked bringing to court are not even prepared. They are just coming to court to say rubbish. Now, the witness said that the investigation is immaterial. Like, he said that the investigation is immaterial. Is he trying to say that they cannot get the reports or what? And now the defendant still had to go ahead and ask him, did you make any video of any other person in line with this? He now said that he made investigation with some people. They asked him, where is the report? He said he doesn't know. And they asked him, did you see anyone carrying arms from the video you presented? He said that he does not also know, that he did not see anybody carry arms, that by the way, arms can be concealed. And the defendant asked him, do you identify any witness? He said he identified Eastern Security Network. And they asked him, how did you know? Did you confirm their identity? Only for him to say no. What type of witness is this? What type of witness does not have full evidence of what he's saying? When I tell people that these people come to court, like they really come to court in order to lie against Nnamdi Kanu. They'll be looking for what to tie this man down, but they can't just see anything. Do you know how many witnesses have been coming to court ever since Nnamdi Kanu started this trial? They have not been able to hold him accountable for anything. They have not been able to say, okay, this is what he said. So guys, let us continue reading what really happened today. The cross-examination. It says transcripts of cross-examination of witness BBB. The defense asked, do you remember the NSAS protest? The witness said yes. Then the defendant asked him, what was it all about? He said he did not get his response. Meanwhile, the document from the Lagos State NSAS panel of inquiry has been submitted by the defense team and marked as exhibit. Like everything that I've been saying here today in court, this man does not even know about it. It's a shame. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. If you're asking him, he'll be telling you he does not know. So looking at what happened again, the defense now asked him, yesterday I asked you the name of your DG. If you see him in video, will you recognize him? Then the witness replied, yes, I can. Defense team asked the flash containing a clip vital for cross-examination be played, and it has been accepted by the court. The video is being played now. The prosecution objects the video being played, says the man in the video is not the DG. The judge says it is not his duty to identify who the DG, rather is it the duty of the witness to do so. Then the defense says they haven't asked the witness who the man in the video is. Then the judge says objection is overruled, that the video continues to be played, that is the duty of the witness to identify who the DJ is in the video when asked. The video just played. A man was seen addressing the people. In his words, he said, if you are depending on the police for protection, you will all die. The witness said, is this your DG? Then they asked the witness, is this your DG? The witness said no. Please note, this clip was gotten from Channels Television. In this clip playing, a man is seen addressing the people. In his words, he says everyone must put bands together to fight Boko Haram and restore peace. He says it is impossible to leave the fight for security only for the police. That is impossible. He calls for everyone to join hands and rise to defend themselves, and the time to start it is now. Now, they played a video clip. In the video clip, they said that the man, they didn't really say who it was. They didn't really mention Nnamdi Kanu's name. They played the video clip. They said they saw a man who was addressing people, and he said everyone must put bands together to fight Boko Haram and restore peace. He says it is impossible to leave the fight for security only for the police. That is impossible. He calls for everyone to join hands and rise to defend themselves, and the time to start it is now. Everything they have been asking this witness about who is this DJ, because he was saying that they have been asking him, who is this your DG? The witness is saying no. So what is his evidence? What did he now bring to court to testify against Nnamdi Kanu? The core questions that the defendant has been asking him here, he has been saying he doesn't know. So why would they bring someone who doesn't really know about Nnamdi Kanu to court? What does he really have to say? So guys, like the thing that is happening in court today is that, you know, they said that they're going to play some video clips about, because they accused Nnamdi Kanu that he was associated with NSAS protests. So they also accused him of Ahmed Gulak death. Now all these things, they said that they're going to play the video in court, and it's today they are playing the video. And now the witness who is coming to who's coming against Nnamdi Kanu, they have been asking him questions. Even when the defendant asked him that yesterday, I asked you your name of your DG. If you see him in the video, will you recognize him? The witness said yes, that he's going to be able to recognize him. Yesterday, they asked him. He said yes, he can be able to recognize him. Now, today, they have played the video clip. And now he's saying that he doesn't know who the person is, that he's not able to recognize the person. Now, the defense team asked that the flash containing a clip vital for cross-examination be played, and it has been accepted by the court, and the video was being played in court. Then the prosecution objects the video being played, says the man in the video is not the DG. Imagine, they have played it, and they are saying that the man in the video, that the video clip they played is no longer the DG. And the judge says that it is the duty of the witness to identify who the DG is. That is not the duty of the prosecution to identify who the DJ is. And now they asked the witness, and they asked him, is this your DG? The witness said no. Like everything he has been saying today is just no. Anyway, guys, I want you guys to just listen to what some people have to say, because many people are actually reacting to what is really happening in this Nnamdi Kanu trial. So, guys, I want you guys to just take a look at this video, and I'll be right back to continue the cross-examination proceedings today in court. So, guys, take a look at this, and I'll be right back.
Who believe that the pace at which the Interpol International and Interpol Nigeria are working is quite interesting. They point to the fact that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB, he didn't take long for them to grab him from the same Kenya and get him down to Nigeria, and he's facing justice now. That's why it's like a case of we're following process, diplomatic channels, etc., etc.
Believe me, I want to tell you, I don't know what you are talking about. All I know...
You seem not to know exactly what we are talking about here.
No. You are bringing an issue that Interpol is not aware of. You know, let me define the role of Interpol so that you can understand. Interpol is an international police organization that assists law enforcement agencies within the 196 countries to look for a fugitive that runs or is hiding. And if you look at all the other fugitives that are brought to face justice in Nigeria, they have the link, those who are involved with Interpol. So I don't know I don't want to talk about issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago, and we made it categorically clear. So it's not a question. There are what we call police-to-police relationship. International police cooperation. Another police, it does not necessarily bring Interpol.
Okay.
If one police and another exchange a suspect is running from them, they can have an international police cooperation that out of the scope of Interpol.
Okay.
But however, if a notice is given to an individual, like blue notices, when the inmates in Kuje prison escaped, we did a biometric capture of those suspects. And we shared it with international communities. We shared it with our law enforcement agencies.
Maybe small thing. DSS is denying involvement. So, which people are responsible now? Which organization is responsible for abducting Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya? DSS is denying involvement. Interpol here is denying involvement. Meanwhile, when Malami came back, when Malami announced Nnamdi Kanu capture or abduction from Kenya, he did say something about, he did mention Interpol, that collaboration with Interpol, everybody heard that. Understand? Now Interpol is denying. Now you abducted somebody unjustly, brought him back to Nigeria, and then you are giving judgment, you are trying him in Nigeria. You are trying him. You violated the same law, the same international law, and then you came back to Nigeria, and then you are trying him. Trying him. Which law? Which kind of law? You come on. You violated law, and you brought the person back to Nigeria. Is abducting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya already is a criminal offense. Is a kidnapping case. Anybody that kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya should be treated as a kidnapper. Now, people came back to Nigeria, we are trying him, and then anyway, let's see where the case will lead us. Let's see where they are driving this case to. So we shall see. Mazen Nnamdi has been in detention. Other Nigerians that have committed more crime than Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has all been released. Understand? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu didn't even commit any crime. Other people that we are fighting for agitation, has all been released. Why are they still keeping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Why?
So guys, you listen to what this man said in this video. What people Nigerians are asking is that why is the DSS denying that they have some connection with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? All of a sudden, the DSS did not say that they're not aware that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was detained for 5 or 6 years. If they are not aware, then who was the people who arrested him in Kenya? Who are the people that did that? That is the question that Nigerians were asking. The DSS are not trying to remove themselves for something they have been so long in. This is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's 5 years or 6 years in detention. Now all of a sudden they are saying they are not involved in it. Then if they're not involved in it, who are the people that are committing the crime? If you look at what happened yesterday at the Federal High Court of Abuja, the unlawful trial of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, by the federal government, that's IPOB, by the federal government of Nigeria, commenced. Before the commencement, the prosecution counsel, Awomolo, the senior advocate of Nigeria, requested from the court that live media transmission of the court proceedings in the case be banned to avoid transmission of sensitive information. However, the request was granted. First of all, the senior advocate of Nigeria, Awomolo, had to request that there should not be any live or any media streaming, because of he doesn't want sensitive information to be passed outside. And it was granted. Few people were in court. Not everybody were in court. Nobody was even allowed to carry their phone inside. So they just selected a number of people who went in court with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. In that yesterday's court hearing, the defense team of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was led by Barrister Paul Erokoro, the senior advocate of Nigeria. Then the cross-examination now commenced. The defendant was now asking the witness, that the defense team was not asking the witness, do you know what is rendition? And the witness said, yes, I do, but that's not how we operate. And the defense team asked, so you don't know that it was the DSS that arrested Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya? The witness said, I don't know who arrested him, but I'm sure it was not the DSS that arrested him. We are internal security agencies. We don't operate outside of Nigeria. And the defense team said, you said Nnamdi Kanu in 2020 incited IPOB to burn properties in Lagos during the NSAS nationwide protest. Can you tell us how many vehicles they burned, the plate number of those vehicles, the models of the vehicles, and at least one person who participated in the burning? And also about the Lagos State High Court, you claim that IPOB burnt. I put it to you to name the people that burnt it. And the witness said, I don't know, but they are following the order of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The defense team now asked, you said that Nnamdi Kanu ordered indigenous people of Biafra to burn down police stations in Enugu and Ebonyi states respectively. What are the names of the police station? And the witness said, I don't know. At this point, the defense team presented to the court the evidence of Federal High Court Umahia order in 2020 that awarded 1 billion naira to Nnamdi Kanu for the unlawful invasion of his home by the Nigerian army in 2017. The defense team asked, are you aware that the Nigerian army invaded Nnamdi Kanu's home in 2017, and that period was when Nnamdi Kanu was meeting with some of the Southeast governors on how peace will return to the region? And the witness said, I am not aware, I only heard it from Nnamdi Kanu. Then the defense team now presented to the court the defense team here presented to the court the Umuahia Federal High Court judgment by Justice Benson Anya on the 19th of January in 2022, which said that the Nigerian military's invasion of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's home is illegal and unconstitutional, and thereby awarded 1 billion naira compensation to Nnamdi Kanu to be paid in damages by the Nigerian government. They also presented 2 other court judgments to the court, which one was from Abia State High Court, Umuahia, and other from Enugu State High Court. The trial judge, Justice James Omotosho, accepted the judgment presented to him as evidence and named them accordingly in response. The Mr. Witness BBB said that he was not aware of those judgments and that his job was to investigate the allegations against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu by the Attorney General of the Federation. Then further questions from the defense team, they kept asking. The defense team asked, are you aware that retired Nigerian Army General T.Y. Danjuma called on Nigerians to stand up and defend themselves because security forces sometimes collide with terrorists to attack the innocent citizens? And the witness said, I'm aware T.Y. Danjuma said something like that, but I can't remember exactly what he said. The defense team now asked, are you aware that the DSS boss, Adeola Adetoshun, recently asked Nigerians to defend themselves against terrorists and bandits? Instance as given by the DSS boss during the comments was highlighted about how Azar community mobilized and retaliated against terrorists who came to fight them, and they were able to overpower the invading terrorists. The defense team further asked Mr. Witness whether he knew that it's the same thing their boss said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had been saying in his videos, kill those that came to kill you. Witness said, well, I am not aware if the DSS boss said so or not. All I know is that what Nnamdi Kanu tells his followers is different from ordinary self-defense. At this point, the defense team requested for adjournment to enable them to get the videos they want to play for the court as evidence. The trial team objected the motion for adjournment and requested that the defense team continues with their cross-examination. The court, however, decided that today, May 22nd, 2025, that they were going to play the video, which is the say that they started playing the video in court today, and they were asking the witness, is this your DG? And he was now saying that he can't remember, that this is not his DG. This is someone that said that if he sees his DG, he'll be able to remember him. All of a sudden, the witness is now saying that he cannot remember again. So, continuing from the cross-examination of today, a second clip is being played of a man urging and directing people, communities, to fight and defend themselves against terrorists. And the defense said, who is the man we just watched? This was now when the witness said, he's our DG. And the defense said, what is his name? The witness said, Oluwatosin Ajayi. That was what the witness said just now. He was saying that the witness, that the video clip, because they just played the video clip in court now, the second video clip, because they're trying to know who the DG is. And when they played the second clip, he said that in the clip, a man was urging and directing people and communities to fight and defend themselves against terrorists. And the defense team now asked, who is the man that we just watched? The witness now replied saying that he's their DG. And the defense now asked, what is his name? And he replied with saying, his name is Oluwatosin Ajayi. And the defense asked, did you hear him say the community must arm themselves? He said, yes, I did. And the defense said, is there anything wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with what the DJ has said? And the witness said, no. Then the defense team now asked, do you agree with everything he said? The witness said, yes. The third clip is playing now. A man is saying, addressing people in his words. He said, if anyone says it's indigenous people of Biafra that is killing people in Imo State, the person is wrong. He goes on to say, killing are politically motivated and accused. He goes on to say, killings are politically motivated and accused a particular party of being behind the killing of the opposition party. You can see what is happening. Really, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is really winning, because I've asked him, is there anything wrong with what they said there? And he was like saying that there's nothing wrong there. That is what the witness said. He said there's nothing wrong there, but why are they not trying to make it look as if Nnamdi Kanu, everything he said in his broadcast is a bad thing. Everything he has been saying in his broadcast since 2017 or I think 2018, as if everything he has been saying there is a bad thing. I tell you guys that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will continue to give abundant wisdom to the judges with Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu is going to win this case. It's going to shock all of them. It's even a surprising thing that the witness himself is opening his mouth to say that because the defense team asked him, is there anything wrong with what this man just said in this video clip? That's the second video clip that was being played now, where the man was saying that where a man was urging and directing people, communities to fight and defend themselves against terrorists. And they also played the third clip where a man was seen addressing people in his words. He said, if anyone says it's indigenous people of Biafra that is killing people in Imo State, the person is wrong. And they asked him, what do you really think about what was played here? Is there anything wrong with what the DJ has said in the video? And the witness said no. And this is to show you that Nnamdi Kanu is winning. These people don't actually have a point. That is just it. They don't have a point at all. So guys, you can see what is really going on in court today. This to show you that Nnamdi Kanu is winning. And many Nigerians have been reacting to Nnamdi Kanu in court. I want you guys to just take a look at this video and watch what many Nigerians have to say concerning Nnamdi Kanu in court, many people's reaction, and I'll be right back for us to continue the next cross-examination. So guys, take a look at this video and I will just be right back.
Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. The national leaders, they say they can't wait. They want to come out to Tinubu and take over. Nigeria does not belong to this Fulani, so now Tinubu go be the last president, make him be the last president, make everybody their own. Let them take their own, they were own. There's no problem. They say they're plenty pastors. Let me shock you, they're not plenty pastors. Most of the votes coming from the north are Niger votes. It's to see how these so-called brothers, they are so wicked. They allow people to enter their states, vote. After I go tell you, say they're plenty pastors. Nigeria, man, I wake up. Then when I wake up, because it's nonsense where this northern leader they do. My noise is that they are not even the real Hausa. That's my problem. All the governors from the north, they make all the noise, all they're all Fulanis. They come as they are open door for other people to come vote. Now they don't turn leaders, say so. Jagaban, he go finish this election. When I say Muslim, we not complain. When I celebrate, throw away party, dance a willow, dance makosa. Now, the same when they talk say Jagaban not good. They don't go say container. One left and not say no, but again Nigeria. Look at these people. You can't just come and decide. Decide for who are they people decide for which people? Who they that not there? Who are those leaders? Who be those people say northern leaders? Where are they? Where will I imagine beggar full everywhere for those Nigeria all the Hausa? All the Hausa, everywhere you go. You can never see any Christian boy, any Christian child they beg anywhere apart from those people. So what are people leading? Now you cannot maintain your place and hold your place and care for your people. Now to come outside every time they cause spoiling for this country, say another leaders. But don't rule this country more than 40-something years. Nothing to show for North. Nobody can go to North and open even a business, pure water business in the North. Yes, now no one leaves this country. Make this country breathe. I rest my matter there. Make una take time.
Release Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government, release Nnamdi Kanu. I hope you people are enjoying the mass destructions that the Boko Haram are causing in the north. Because it is this careless attitude of you people that will make ordinary citizens to sign a mass destruction of a society. Because how long will you detain this man for no reason? Prove to the world what this man have done wrong. If you people are not enjoying the mass destructions of the north by the Boko Harams, release Nnamdi Kanu now. Because what you people will see in the nearest future, it will be a shocking news to the whole world. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Release Nnamdi Kanu or prove to the world what you have done wrong. You people will witness a heavy load from one court adjournment to another court adjournment to another court adjournment. Release this man or prove to the world what he does wrong. That is what we are saying. Ordinary citizens will sign a mass destruction of everybody. If you people, if care is not taken, this is just a warning.
Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say, enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you. In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiana is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain. You do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? It's not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They say they support Akeredolu. He's the governor of Ondo State. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they worked very hard, they built houses, they built mansions, they developed the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you who have had your breakfast this morning, please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is the same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace serious mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce carnation milk in Kanu? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa we don't reason very well. The way we reason is jaundiced, it is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do the same thing? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from place to place. All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody will say, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless. completely hopeless. One day now, one idiot to come and say we are intellectuals, and you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You are intellectuals. You are intellectualizing. You are in the 21st century. You are moving cattle, driving cattle, Nama, from over.
When Buhari started this his agenda, Nnamdi Kanu was the first person that pointed it out. He was the first person that told Nigerians, had alerted Nigerians to what is coming. Nobody believed him until eventually Buhari now exposed himself. And we started seeing Nigerians now providing their own security, from Amateku to Ebubago that never was in Imo State and all the rest of them. It was under Buhari's word that you saw all these terrorists. Nnamdi Kanu alerted us. Go and check. It was this revelation that angered Buhari. That was why he started his ESN in the Southeast to protect the Igbos. So it was not easy because the first place of call would have been in the Southeast. That Buhari felt that we are too stubborn, that he's going to deal with us another. Nnamdi Kanu took preemptive steps to protect the Igbos in the Southeast. So this thing angered Buhari because they were not easy to penetrate as they planned. That was why they put him in Kula and they use Ozadema. Ask yourself, what is that thing that is so special in him?
But evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafra movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we won't have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, they will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. I saw Jus Okadu did that law Banta. They have taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope them prove to us that you are stood to give us land in Olu. Hope them give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a misery. But see, they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish. Was yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you're from Urobo. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time immemorial, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them to go, if you don't give it to us, Tinubu will not be president in 2023. Tinubu won't be the president. That's what I'm saying to you. And foolishly you will agree and hand over your land to them. And once they take your land over from you, look at Hausa. Because there is a saying where we come from. If you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand appreciate, I will say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is there land though? Katsina is Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own it, indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who's an emir in the north? The answer is no. Something's going to happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this rule. Demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we are asking for. But most people misunderstood what we are saying. And today, almost...
So guys, continuation of what is going on in court now. They say that the second clip was just being played, and the person the person that was seen in the clip, that's the video clip that was being played in court now, is DSS director Oluwatosin Ajayi, where he was seen in the second clip saying that organ and directing people, communities to fight and defend themselves against terrorists. And now the defense team asked the witness, who is the man we just watched? He said he's our DG. Then the defense said, what is his name? The witness said Oluwatosin Ajayi, that's the director of DSS. And the defense asked, did you hear him say the community must arm themselves? He said, yes, I did. Then the defense said, is there anything wrong with what the Director General has said? He said, the witness now replied saying no. And the defense said, do you agree with everything he said? And the witness said yes. The third clip is now playing, where Hope, the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, was seen in the video clip as he was addressing people in his words. He said, if anyone says the IPOB, that's indigenous people of Biafra, that is killing people in Imo State, the person is wrong. Now in this third video clip that is playing now in court, the Hope Uzodinma was seen saying that it is not the indigenous people of Biafra that is responsible for the killings going on in Imo State, that anybody who says that it is IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, that is involved in any killing going on in Imo State, that person is wrong, that the killings going on in Imo State and other places are politically motivated. And also, he accused a particular party of being behind the killing of the opposition party. So he was saying that the killings going on is a political something, that it has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu or in the indigenous people of Biafra. You can see that this man is making a point. The truth has been coming out gradually. Now, they are going to really vindicate Nnamdi Kanu this time around. To be honest, Nnamdi Kanu will be vindicated. Though the judge have already said that they are going to give everybody 6 days to bring their witnesses, and after that 6 days, if they don't bring their witnesses, they are going to cancel the court case, and they will just end the court case like that. That's if within that 6 days, if they don't bring their witnesses. Because you know that it is the witnesses that they are all waiting for. Many witnesses has been coming. So far, Nnamdi Kanu has been going to court. They have been coming out to testify against Nnamdi Kanu. But upon everything that just happened, everything that has been going on in court, they have never said, okay, this is what Nnamdi Kanu did that is wrong. They have never said such a thing. So guys, let us actually look at what many people are saying. Many people are saying that because many people are reacting to what is going on in court today, and some people are saying that Nnamdi Kanu will shock everybody. And someone said here, why is Nigeria shooting her leg? Nnamdi Kanu, the spirit of freedom. And this one said, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to give abundant wisdom to the judges with Nnamdi Kanu. And this one said, powerful and intelligent defense counsels, evidence choke. Ome Umuchineke is winning. People are saying that the powerful and intelligent defense counsels, because these defense team that are asking these witnesses questions, to be honest, this defense team is really intelligent, because if you see the questions they are firing to this witness, the witness self is even confused. He doesn't know what he's saying again. Everything they have been asking him, he is saying, I'm not aware, I'm not sure. Like, this is someone who prepared to come and testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now he's in the court, the defense team, and throwing him questions, and he's even getting confused. They even went as far as asking him, the video clip that you just watched now, is there anything wrong with what the DG said here? And he was like saying that no, nothing is wrong. So the reading on to what some people were also saying, this one was saying that he's finally accepting to recognize the word yes, and I know. Praise God. Many people have been saying that finally this witness has been confused, because the way he was even answering the question, it was as if they forced him to come and testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was not even sure of what he was saying. And many people have been saying that the evidence sweet, like the evidence that they are bringing to court is very, very sweet. That zoo, this country called Nigeria, that's the zoo, has been finished. This time around, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be vindicated, and the Igbo people will get their freedom at last. Like, a lot is really going on in court today. To be honest, a lot is really going on. Let's really take a look at what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in one of his broadcasts concerning this country called Nigeria, as well as the way this terrorists, who the real terrorists are, and what he really said about them. So guys, take a look at this, and I'll be right back after.
And you're telling me that that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere, and you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions, so that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back and say Nigeria is one. We must stay in it together. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You are being discriminated against. You're suffering. They're killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I'm a Democrat, I've subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Atiku Abubakar wrote to President Biden.
So my people, Nigeria already knew they messed up international and local law by going to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Though Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that what happened in Kenya, it was not an arrest but a kidnap. So the Nigeria already know they messed up both international and local law by going to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and rendition him to Nigeria without following international due process. This act has pushed Nigeria into a very tight corner. Hence, they have stayed denying every of their unlawful action. It is on record that the former Attorney General of Federation, in a press statement, said Nigeria Interpol collaborated with other international Interpol in the abduction and retention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. They have started saying that it was Nigeria Interpol that collaborated with other international Interpol to adopt him, because the DSS have already started denying the fact that they are the ones that went to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. They went as far as saying that DSS doesn't work outside, that they work interstate. Say they are not the ones that went there. So many Nigerians are not asking, then if it's not DSS, then who went to arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya? And they said that there was a press statement that they released saying that it was Nigeria Interpol that collaborated with other international Interpol in the abduction and retention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. That announcement by the former Attorney General of the Federation propelled the Nigerian Interpol boss, who understood the implications of breaking international protocols, to deny involvement and distance Nigeria Interpol in the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When the whole drama was going on, Malam shifted the deal to the former DSS boss, Yusuf, Bichi Magaji, a very corrupt Fulani man. Do you remember that when Bichi was leaving office, there was a heavy jubilation by DSS personnel? Many testified how he uses the agencies to spy and intimidate innocent Nigerians. So Bichi accepted the responsibility using DSS as an agency involved in the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. When the new DSS boss, Mr. Adeola Ajayi, a very intelligent man, resumed office, he distanced DSS in the involvement of the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Now, they were saying that when the new boss arrived office, that is Mr. Adeola Ajayi, the very intelligent man, when he resumed office, he distanced DSS in the involvement of the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Then yesterday, in the Federal High Court, the DSS witnessed the agency involvement in the mafian deal that Malami played with Kenya criminals. That was what played out yesterday in court. The DSS witness said that DSS is not involved in the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. The question many are asking is, who the Nigerian government want to present as a brain behind the violation of this international law? Which agency is behind the crime? That is what many Nigerians are asking, because they now understand where the Nigerian government is going to. They're looking for someone who they're going to push to the war front and say that they are the ones that violated the international law. That's what they are trying to see every possible means in order to distance the DSS from Nnamdi Kanu's case. And many questions have been flying over the internet. They're asking, who does the Nigerian government want to present as a brain behind the violation of this international law? Because they know it's a criminal offense. They say, which agency is really behind this crime? Which agency? And many Nigerians have been asking this question. Okay, this is what someone said. He said, then who took him to the DSS, and how come he has been in the DSS custody for over 2 years? That's what they're now asking. They said, if they're saying that it was not the DSS that abducted him from Kenya, then who took him to the DSS office? And how come he has been in DSS custody for over 2 years? This was someone's reply on social media. And another person said, what a joke. He has been in DSS custody. How come they are not involved? And this one said, when a government is managed by illiterates, lawlessness will become the order of the day. DSS must provide the name of the institution that kidnapped and brought Nnamdi Kanu into Nigeria. And that is what I've been waiting to hear in court. I've been waiting for the DSS people to confess who they collaborated with in order to bring Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. That is the question they're supposed to be asking them in court now. How come Nnamdi Kanu came to Nigeria? Since you guys have only distanced yourself and saying that you people were not the one that brought him to Nigeria, then who else? That's the question they should have been asking these people, and that is what I have been waiting for so long now. So someone said that they must answer us. Many Nigerians are saying that they must bring an answer to that question. And someone said illiterate is what killed the government of Nigeria and the security apparatus. Someone was saying that it is illiteracy that is killing Nigerian government. And that is true. Nigerian governments are just behaving like illiterates. They're saying that DSS is not involved. But how come Nnamdi Kanu was? But which institution brought him to Nigeria? What are they trying to tell us? Are they trying to use our brains? You know, they feel that the citizens of Nigeria don't have sense. They feel that we are illiterate, so we won't know what is going on. They want to just manipulate us and believe us, thinking that DSS was not involved in Nnamdi Kanu's arrest. And now, someone also replied saying Nigerian government has quoted where Nnamdi Kanu is. Now, the truth is finding out they are all running. Now, just because of the truth are still coming out, they're still distancing themselves from the real thing that happened. This to show you that Nigerian government can lie. Their lie self, The way Nigerian government is lying, it is so bad. Now, looking at what really happened in court yesterday, they said the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB movement has raised alarm over what it and described as a trial of its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, at the court proceedings. That this one happened yesterday on 21st May. Now, if you recall that the court proceedings between the embattled indigenous people of Biafra leader and federal government continued today, after it experienced about a week adjournment interval. However, the proceedings was marred as with unprecedented media secrecy, unlike initial days, and it was understood that the disturbing development was enforced by the Department of State Service, and it was condoned by the presiding judge, Justice Omotosho. Unlike other days, on that yesterday court, they tried to prevent some information from flying, in the sense that they didn't allow the judge did not allow media into the court, and some people, many Nigerians are saying that they trying to hide some sensitive information from Nigerians, because these people can be up to something. They are always looking for how to bring this man down immediately. That is what they want. They're just looking for how to crucify this man. Now, if you notice, the case is not just about Nnamdi Kanu, it's about the integrity of the Nigerian judiciary, the sanctity of the constitution, and the rights of every citizen to fair and public trial. The Nigerian state cannot be allowed to conduct a high-profile political trial under a cloak of secrecy while pretending to adhere to the rule of law. The case here is not just about Nnamdi Kanu, but it's about everybody having a free and fair trial. Because Nigeria, back in the days, people have believed that one thing about Nigerian judiciary is that they are not always fair with their judgment. So reading on to the next thing that is happening in court again, this is now when the third video clip ended, and they said that, the third clip was where it was showing Hope Uzodinma was talking. Hope Uzodinma was saying that the people who did it, that's the people that was involved in Ahmed Gula's death, as well as the insecurity that's happening in Imo State, that it was not indigenous people of Biafra, rather it was a political something. Now, after the third video clip ends and defense proceeds to question the witness, and defense said, "Do you know who this man is?" The witness said, "Yes, I do." And the defense said, "Who is he?" The witness said, "He's the governor of Imo State." And they asked him, "What is his name?" He said, "Hope Uzodinma." And the defense asked, "Yesterday you said the same governor accused indigenous people of Biafra of killing people in Olu, Imo State." And he said, "Yes." The witness replied, "Yes." And the defense asked, "Did you hear him now saying the killings were not done by indigenous people of Biafra, but by the opposition party?" And the witness said the governor did not mention names. Now, the fourth clip is being played, where former military henchman was urging the people to defend themselves against terrorists, as the police and security forces will not come to their rescue. And the defense said, "Do you know who just spoke?" The witness said, "Yes." They asked him, the witness said yes, that he knows who is speaking, and he said his name is T.Y. Danjuma. And the defense asked, "Did you hear him say, if we are waiting for the police to protect us, we will all die?" The witness said yes. And the defense asked, "What can you say about this statement?" The witness said, "It is not my job to interpret this statement." And the defense said, and the defense now asked him, okay, then the defense now asked him, "T.Y. Danjuma said everyone should carry arms, right?" The witness said yes. And the defense said, "Did your agency arrest him for making such statements?" The witness said, "I am not aware." Then the defense now asked him, "What is the difference between Emetokun and ESN, that's Eastern Security Network?" And the witness said, "Emetokun is recognized by law and ESN is not." And the defense now said, "From the previous video played, you heard the governor mentioning that politicians were pied. Is indigenous people of Biafra into politics?" The witness said, "I am not sure." Cross-examination ends. Then the witness now said, that's witness BBB was not discharged. Then the third witness about to be called. The second witness has finished saying everything he wanted to say, and now it's time for them to now call the third witness. But now, let me just make a summary of what the second witness said. First of all, he's a very confused person, or will I say a confused fool? Because how can you tell us that? Because the defense was not asking him, did you hear what T.Y. Danjuma said in that video? Because the fourth video clip that was played was where T.Y. Danjuma was saying that everybody should defend themselves. He even went as far as saying that they should carry arms. And now the defense team now asked him, "Did you hear when T.Y. Danjuma said everybody should carry arms?" He said yes. And then the defense team now asked him, "Did your agency arrest him for making such statements?" He said he was not aware. How can you not be aware? And they're not asking, what is now the difference between Eastern Security Network and Amotekun, and he was like saying that Amotekun is recognized by law, while Eastern Security Network is not. You can imagine. This is the witness they asked yesterday. They asked this witness yesterday, did Hope Uzodinma accuse IPOB of killing people in Imo State? The witness said yes. Then all of a sudden, after they came out and played the video where Hope Uzodinma was saying that the indigenous people of Biafra are not associated with the killings happening in Imo State. He saw the video, they played the video in court, and the witness saw it. And the defense now asked him, did you hear him now saying that the killings were not done by indigenous people of Biafra, but the opposition party? And only what the witness could say was the governor did not mention name. You can imagine. Confused set of people. What does he mean by the governor did not mention name? He saw the video clip where Hope Uzodinma was saying that it was not IPOB. And he's still saying like that the governor did not mention name. They even went as far as the defense went as far as asking him why is that they did not arrest T.Y. Danjuma for making such a statement by telling people to carry arms to protect themselves. You know what? Why they asked him this question? Because they wanted to understand what is the difference between Eastern Security Network, because they know that they feel that Eastern Security Network is a terrorist group. That's what they feel. They feel that Eastern Security Network is a terrorist group. But everything about Nnamdi Kanu's brought us. We've never heard where Nnamdi Kanu is saying carry this, carry weapons. All he's saying is defend yourself. Self-defense. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is always talking about in his podcast. And when I mean self-defense, it doesn't really mean you have to carry gun. No, something that you can, if someone is trying to attack you, you'll be able to overpower the person. But now, in T.Y. Danjuma's speech, because that was the first video clip they played in court now, T.Y. Danjuma was saying that everyone should carry arms. And they asked the witness, sure, you heard what he said in this video now? The witness said yes. And the defense now said, so why didn't the agency arrest him for making such statements? And he said that he's not even aware why they did not arrest him. What a country. So now they have discharged the second witness that just finished speaking. They're about to call the third witness. However, the prosecution says their next witness is not yet ready. They are asking for time. Judge still maintains on his accelerated hearing, says they should pick 6 days from the next 2 weeks. If they do not come through, he will strike out the prosecution as weak and close the case. The judge is telling the prosecution to reduce their witnesses. In his words, we cannot continue like this. Reduce your witnesses so this matter can end soon. Wonderful. Now, the judge is saying that he's giving them 6 days because they've called on the third witness. They say that the third witness is not ready. And the judge is saying that they need to start reducing their witnesses so that they can come to an end to this case, so that they can actually close Nnamdi Kanu's case, because this man has been going to, he has been going for court cases, trial, especially this month of May. He has been going for trial. And the worst part, one thing the judge doesn't even like about these cases, they don't like the way they are joining his case. They don't like it at all. You can hear what he said. He said in his own words. See what he said here. He said, we cannot continue like this. Reduce your witnesses so this matter can end soon. And he now told them that if you guys cannot provide your witnesses within 6 days from next 2 weeks, that means he's going to strike out the prosecution as weak and close the case down. That is what he said. And you guys know when he closed the case down, because I think the reason why he's saying this thing, because very soon the courts will go on a break, and the judge was also saying that they cannot go on a break and allow a family man to still stay in detention without seeing his family. That is very, very bad. So this is what some people were reacting to what is going on in Nigeria. This is what someone said. He said, freedom is near. I feel it, I smell it. Persecution is weak and unaware. There's so much joy in this man's Nnamdi Kanu's trial, because we are feeling freedom. We are feeling it. It's near. Once Nnamdi Kanu is about to be released, everything that they have been saying in court is just rubbish. Especially the witnesses. The witnesses are just confused. They're asking them another question. They're replying another thing. And the defense team are so intelligent. They are so intelligent. I don't know, like, God bless this defense team, because the way they are throwing questions at them, they are even confused. They are even coming out to say they are not aware. Like, many Nigerians are shocked. So this is what someone said, reacted. The person said, freedom is near. I feel it, I smell it. Persecution is weak and unaware. And this is what someone else said. This is the highest form of disgrace to the zoo contraption called one Nigeria. Self-determination is not a crime. A call for a referendum is not a crime. Extraordinary detention is an international crime that Nigerian government and Kenyan government has committed. Like, to be honest, many people are happy about this court case. Like, many people are so happy because people are still saying that they're feeling freedom, they're smelling that Nnamdi Kanu will soon be released. And this is also one said, this is sweet, believe me. Our Ohamadike will soon regain his freedom. Many people are saying that this court is very, very sweet, that very soon Nnamdi Kanu will regain his freedom. Everybody is just thanking God for this court case, and the intelligence defense team that they brought today, they are so intelligent because the way they were just giving the witnesses questions, they were even afraid to speak. Some of them went as far as saying rubbish. So, and then I asked him, someone reacted saying, why is the criminal and murderous DSS not called for the arrest of him? Like, the people are saying that why did they arrest the DSS? In fact, why didn't they even arrest T.Y. Danjuma, that's the chief of army staff, that's the former chief of army staff? Why didn't they arrest him for saying such a thing that they should carry weapons? So why didn't they arrest him? Because you guys know that everything that Nnamdi Kanu has been saying is all about self-defense. He did not say anybody should carry gun. He just said, defend yourself. That is what he was saying. So guys, Nnamdi Kanu's court case has been adjourned to 28th, 29th May and 6th, 16th, 18th and 19th of June 2025. I'm going to say it again. Nnamdi Kanu's court case has been adjourned to 28th and 29th May of 2025 and 6th, 16th, 18th and 19th of June 2025. You know why they had to adjourn into this was because of they wanted to get all the witnesses ready, as the third witness was not ready. So they actually had to bring everything together. So this is like how many days now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 days that Nnamdi Kanu will appear in court again. Exactly what the judge said, that after 6 days, if I don't see your witnesses, I call off this case. And you guys know that if the judge call off this case, that's freedom for Nnamdi Kanu because he has won, and we're already seeing that he's winning. So guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thought below.
So guys, let me quickly give you some of the reactions coming from, supporters of Nnamdi Kanu as regards to today's trial. This person, Dum said, I praise God who has never slept, neither slumber. His eyes are on the sparrow, and I know he watches over his Biafrans. For it's not one person's case, the Lord Almighty God never fails. So with the latest updates you have seen, you can see that many people are very happy, with the way the judge reacted in court today. You can see that this judge appears to be fair, and he's very tired and sick of, seeing Nnamdi Kanu just sitting in jail, no trial, no hearing, nothing is being done. And now he came out to say he's going to have accelerated hearing, and the DSS together with the federal government lawyers, they are the ones frustrating the whole thing. They don't bring their witnesses. They keep giving excuses. The judge has given them now 6 days. Bring all your witnesses, even if they are thousands, even if they are in hundreds. Go and gather all of them. You have 6 days to do that. If you don't do that, I'll close this case against you, because they are the ones that took Nnamdi Kanu to court. Now, the judge is telling them that I will close your case. That means it will be a kind of freedom for Nnamdi Kanu. And this other person said, the Nigerian government is a failure. They will come when sickness will kill all of these criminals. Okay, time will come when sickness will kill all of these criminals that are holding Nnamdi Kanu. You see, people are not really happy with the way the federal government has been handling this case. Not going straight forward to try Nnamdi Kanu and then set him free, because from the look of things, they don't have anything against him. They keep bringing witnesses that cannot even defend their claim. These people come to testify, but when it comes to cross-examination, they can't answer questions. They'll just be saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. They are not sure of what they are coming to present. No doubt they are masked. They have to cover their faces because it will be shameful to say, oh, this was the person that appeared in court that couldn't defend what he claims he knows. And this other person said, thank you, witness, for being so stupid like your government in the law court. So the witness, most of the cross-examination questions he couldn't answer. I don't know. I don't know. Last time you saw them still referring to cases that the court has already struck out. You know, the federal government has been amending these charges. Right from the time Nnamdi Kanu was brought into the country, they kept amending the charges, amending. And now they are tired of amending. Oh yeah, bring witnesses to the ones you have now. Their witnesses are just talking out of point. So it's really so shameful. And that's why the judge became so sad, so angry with them, you know, became so angry with them that where are your witnesses? You keep making this case to be prolonged. Every time we are adjourning, the fault is coming from the federal government, meaning that the defense team of Nnamdi Kanu, they are coming prepared. But the prosecution, the lawyers to the federal government are never prepared because they feel they are the federal government. They will do anything they like at any time and nobody could question them, so that they will just keep adjourning this case. So Justice Omotosho really proved that he really wants to handle this case, you know, transparently. So we just hope that he will not compromise because, you know, Nigerians are always doubting if there's still any judge in the Nigerian judiciary that has not stained his name with corruption. So we just hope that he handles this case properly. This person said, I had never seen, I never heard or see Fulani or Hausa or Ewedu Yoruba. Anyway, I don't really want to go into calling names. He betrayed of his people, Yoruba. Let me just leave that this thing because it's more of, I don't really want, I need comments that are more, you know, constructive and make meaning and also, you know, speaks directly to the case at hand. So this other person said, I really don't have anything to say yet, just watching, because I am wondering whether it is I don't know or I am not aware that make you guys went to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, you must have also heard that the DSS came out yesterday to say they are not part of, you know, those that brought Nnamdi Kanu back into the country, and everybody has been wondering what is happening. What is happening? Is it that they are not now they realize that, oh, it was wrong for them to have kidnapped him from, you know, Kenya and brought him into the country, and now they want to like disown, that is, as in separate themselves from that. They want to say that, oh, we don't even know how Nnamdi Kanu was brought into the country. We were not part of it. We were not partakers of that and all that. And people have been reacting to that headline, you know, since yesterday, that even Sahara Reporters carried it. If you go to Sahara Reporters, you'll see the headline there, you know, saying that, oh, that Mazi Nnamdi, Nigerian DSS, let me read it from Sahara Reporters, saying Nigerian Secret Police, DSS, deny role in controversial abduction of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. You see, the DSS is now saying we are not part and parcel of him being brought back into the country. We're not there. We're not informed. We don't know anything about that. And you keep wondering, okay, even when he was brought into Nigeria, he has been kept in your custody, and now you are claiming you don't have any role. There's no way they would have brought him from Kenya and took him to your detention. He has been under your control. Most times you don't give him access to doctors. You don't give him access to his family members and all that. His lawyer recently came out to say he was also denied access and all that. And now the DSS was saying that they are not part and parcel of, you know, the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. So many people have been reacting to this. So you can see that now it appears all those working for the federal government, they are also just, they are now empty, devoid of, you know, what to say in courts, and the way they've been responding, you just know that they don't have any case. You can imagine the witnesses keep saying, I don't know anything, that I don't know this, I don't know that. And now look at the whole DSS is saying, we are not part of those who brought Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. So that tells you a lot about what is currently happening. And we just hope that Justice Omotosho will continue to handle this case fairly and let Nnamdi Kanu be let go. You know that one of the things they are holding against Nnamdi Kanu now, they said broadcast that Nnamdi Kanu made, not even in Nigeria, broadcast he made, is what instigated unknown gunmen to buy Gulag. It's what instigated protesters to destroy properties in Lagos. It was instigated some of his followers in the Southeast to buy people and buy security agents and all that. These are some of the things they are trying to lay. Now, somebody was arguing and said, in Lagos State during the election, Tinubu said, grab it, snatch it, run with it. Power is not served a la carte. You know what that means? Power is not served on your breakfast table. It means you have to fight and put in everything to grab that power. And you saw what people did in Lagos. They went all out against the Igbos. They were ready to buy people, injure people, even during the election. Till today, nobody has been brought to book. Nobody for threatening, even those of them that came out to say Igbos cannot vote. None of them. They threatened the Igbos that led to, so many people being injured, properties being destroyed, businesses being destroyed. Even after the election, we saw Igbo people's properties being destroyed. These were instigated by some of these politicians. But today, they are walking freely and nothing is happening to them. But when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu's case, because he is an Igbo man and, who is he to talk? Now they are saying, oh, because you spoke when you were in London, that your video or that your broadcast make people in Nigeria to commit this crime. So we want to hold you responsible for crime. Now they were asking them, IPOB members, do you know their name? Do you know where they are? Do you know? Even oh my God, they could not answer. I mean, those witnesses, everything that we were being asked, they were just behaving as if they are mumu there. So it's just because he's an Igbo man. That is even what has led to, you have heard about the JAM controversy, where all the southeastern states failed JAM. This is one of the most brilliant section of the country, but they failed them. All 5 states of the Southeast were affected. All, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. The entire 5 eastern states. And now experts was on Arise TV and was saying that they've made analysis, they've made investigation, they discovered that it was a human error. So somebody somewhere decided to go against the Igbos. You can imagine that somebody somewhere decided to go against the Igbos and decided to fail all the 5 eastern states. And you see our Igbo leaders, because they are behaving like clowns. They can't talk. None of them is talking. None of them is saying anything. Igbo leaders, since this jam of a thing, how many of you have seen them come out to speak? They can't speak. They are afraid of Tinubu. That was how they behaved during the time of Buhari. They were licking Buhari's legs, licking his, as if Buhari will not leave power. Now Buhari has left power. Hope Uzodinma is no more going to Katsina. Then every now and then you see him in Aso Rock. Then every now and again you see Hope Uzodinma in Aso Rock. Now Buhari is in Katsina. He would have been going to Katsina now. Power is transient. That's what these people don't understand. And Igbo leaders are falling for them. You can see Umahi came out to say all Southeast leaders are going to support Tinubu. It's only Peter Obi that has refused to support Tinubu. Do you know what that means? He's instigating people against Peter Obi. That alone is another crime of itself. But nobody will see that because he's a politician. He has money, he has influence, he has DSS, he has army, he has police, he has all the powers. Nobody can, for you to come out and say, okay, everybody among us has decided to do this. It's only this one person that refused. Do you know what that means? You are instigating other people, especially people who are supporting Tinubu against Peter Obi. So that they will say, if you come to the whole of Igbo land, all the Igbos, be it traditional leaders, political leaders, and whatever kind of leaders, they've all agreed to support Tinubu. It's only Peter Obi that have refused to work against Tinubu. That's what Omai, that's the level of betrayal among Igbo leaders. It's really so sad that we have this kind of people. You saw Soludo welcome Tinubu in Anambra State. Soludo could not present one challenge of Ndibo to Tinubu. One challenge, present it and let it be that Tinubu did not listen. But at least present it. Let's know that you have played your role. Soludo did not. Rather, he went ahead to castigate Peter Obi. Your Excellency, let me tell you, the last time a president visited the Anambra State was to come and commission a brewery. Can you imagine? Making caricature of Peter Obi that achieved what no governor in this country has achieved. No matter the level of road that Wike thinks he built in Rivers, Wike abandoned education. Go and check the state of education in Rivers State, which is the foundation of everything. Human capital development was not in his project, but those were the things Peter Obi paid attention to. Anambra has been building upon that foundation. Even the same Soludo, during this debate before governorship election, they all complimented Peter Obi. Peter Obi. If you have watched the debate, Anambra State debate for the election that brought them to power, go and watch it, where all of them were praising Peter Obi. Peter Obi did this, Peter Obi did this. Now he has gotten into power. he's not talking down on Peter Obi because he wants to be in Tinubu's good book. Let them keep playing politics, but all I know is Southeast does not have leaders. We don't. If we have leaders, why is it that Ebonyi State was invaded by these Fulanis? Enugu State was invaded. Now, if you are traveling to Enugu State, just from Onitsha going to Enugu State, you will be taken into the bush. How many leaders are speaking? Until Iwanya, the former Ohaneze Ndibo, he's the only voice I know that stood up. But now he has passed on. Nobody is speaking, whether we have Ohaneze Ndibo or not. We don't even know if we have any leader. Nobody is speaking. They are just for their belly. Tinubu is going to win. The Southeast will endorse him. This is what they kept saying last election. But Peter Obi cleared 99. It's shame that did not allow them to say Peter Obi got 100%. You know, now they've started again. The whole Southeast leaders, how many are they? Go and see what they did to Okowa. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Women in Delta State shamed Okowa that you have joined APC. We are not following you. They shamed him. So Tinubu is getting politicians, but he's not getting the people. For the fact that all the governors defect and join the APC does not mean you have forced all Nigerians to join you in the APC. That's what people fail to understand. And that's what our leaders in the Southeast have failed to understand. They keep playing politics. At the end, they will be thrown into the trash. You saw what Omai did during the time of Buhari. Omai thought if Buhari is going to give him presidency. And he was leaking Buhari's nyash until Buhari left. And he couldn't even get the primaries. He could not. Now he's serving on that as minister. And he's saying the Southeast, after this coming election, if a Southeasterner does not win, it will go to the North. The coming election again will go to the North after 8 years. That will be like 2030. I don't know 30 what. You know, that is in 12 years' time. If after 4 years again, the next election, and Igbo man did not take over, and then another 8 years is going to be to the North. And these people, these Southeast leaders, are there playing politics with the lives of their people. None of them can say, oh, let's support Peter Obi. They forced Southeast man to conduct election and got to where he got to. He won the last election, if not for the glitch. They saw his victory was overwhelming and glitch suddenly happened. If we were in a civilized country, that glitch would be investigated. But people have moved on. Nobody's talking about the glitch again. Everybody has moved on. So a whole lot has to be done in this country, you know. And I'm just happy the way this Justice Omotosho is handling Nnamdi Kanu's case. My prayer is let him just pay deaf ears to people that want to come to influence him. Let him do the right thing because they don't have any case against him. Number one, they've realized that bringing him to Nigeria, kidnapping him is already against the law. So what kind of justice will you be finding against the law you have already stepped on? If the federal government wants to jail him, will you be jailing him when you are already standing on a faulty ground? You kidnap. Now DSS is saying, they want to say, we were not there. DSS is running away now. And say, we were not there. We were not part of those who brought him, kidnapped him from Kenya and brought to Nigeria. So you can imagine, they are now understanding that all these things the lawyers have been saying that is against the law for you to kidnap him and bring him out. You know, they've been saying all this right from time, but they've been using the federal might to suppress the voice of the people and the voice of Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers. But now they are getting to understand, the masses are now understanding this thing. They are now distancing themselves. Have you not seen people from other tribes, even the Yorubas? They are now the ones singing that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. People are getting to understand. Even some of their Hausas. I saw an Hausa man who was saying, our leaders could not even open our eyes, the level to which Nnamdi Kanu is opening our eyes. How the Fulanis have come in and taken over our land, spoil our culture, taking over. And, you know, now they are now understanding that, okay, this man is really fighting for something. So I don't know what you make of all this. I don't know your thoughts as regards to the updates. You have seen how I just allowed you to listen to that video so that you understand the cross-examination, the questions that were thrown at the witnesses. why the judge was angry at the federal government lawyers and the DSS for not putting their witnesses, in order and make sure that this case is going as planned. The judge has also warned that this case is already 3 months and we have not even achieved what we intended to achieve, because this case is now put on a speedy level, as in let it be run fast. Let's conclude this thing and move to other things. Do you know how many cases have been adjourned? How many cases have been kept by the side so that this Nnamdi Kanu's case will be closed? Many cases are not being attended to. I mean, like this judge now, many cases that he's supposed to be presiding on, he will keep them by the corner to finish this. But see all the frustration, just bringing Nnamdi Kanu to court every time, which is not also free. It's costing them money. And they will tell us Nigeria doesn't have money. We are broke. So that is it for today's session in the court. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to more people to watch, and look forward to our updates anytime Nnamdi Kanu is in court. I want to say a very big thank you for joining us, and let's see some other time. Bye.